hopefully now I am recording, because I just talked for a while and I wasn't. And I was checking if I am in frame with my iPhone that most people use to record most of their lives these days. And I happen to have one too, and it's charging right now. And that is not the reason why I'm not using it, because it's charging, but because of the need. Okay, on one hand it's the need to be trendy and stylish because I'm using a very old piece of technology right now. But on the other hand, it's a totally different reason, and the reason behind this title of the video. And I just wanted to start by saying that this is a Fujifilm 16 megapixel camera. It promises HD movie, but I'm not using that right now. I'm using the other setting with way lower quality. I hope it's recording right now, because I just spoke for like 10 minutes and it wasn't recording. But it's okay. Let me check. Yeah, it's recording. Alright, so let's start with the brutal truth, okay? I wonder a lot about this. What would my life be like, and the days I would have experienced if I wasn't constantly posting on social media for the past at least 5 years? If I wasn't active and like sharing like every other day or almost every day, like my art, my drawings, photography, everything, if I wasn't documenting it all and being online, like chronically online for the past 5 years of my life. So I wish I was 15 again, I wish I was 14 again, I wish I was 16 again, I wish I was like a very awkward teenager again that was just discovering the mysteries of life and spirituality without the spiritual psychosis that's happening online right now, without the need to constantly seek gratification, without the need to constantly be like addicted to the psychosis and just pushing myself and hurting myself innerly so much that this has become one of my life's greatest pains so far, and one of my biggest confusions so far. I wish we as a collective, as artists, as people who've been doing this for a long time, and like I wish we could see outside of this again. Wish we could widen and broaden our perspective in art again. And I don't mean it lightly when I say it. I can't even believe that I'm saying this right now, but it doesn't come easily for me to say this, but like I've been in a very, very deep psychosis, like most of us have been for a very, very, very long time, with social media, with the addiction to likes, to followers, engagement, rates, views. And most of you already know this, but the system and the media is obviously built like that. It is specifically built like that for you to be addicted to checking your ratings, to how you've been doing, the views, the likes, all the media that you've been posting on YouTube as well, not only Instagram or TikTok, like everywhere. You can specifically click on specific times, dates, like hours of the day, like when you should post, what got the highest engagement, what type of content, what type of art is valid, what type of art and music and photography is actually needed for the masses. The system tells you what is needed and when it is needed, why and how and what format and what box it is needed. And I knew all of this. It just wasn't in the front of my vision. It was in the back of my head, but I still kept following it. So I have been a content creator, an artist on social media for many years. Before Reels, even before TikTok, I would say. I remember the Musical.ly days, if some of you remember those days. Like, I was on there and I was... Yeah, but it ended very quickly. And so... The thing is, I have moved countries. I moved countries 2 weeks ago. And I don't think it's specifically like contributing to me making this video right now, but I think it has inspired us and helped us a lot. But at the same time, it has nothing to do with it. But I just wanted to say that so much has changed, and the things that I am consuming from the media online, it has changed so much. And I think that's the reason why I'm recording this, because I don't think this will have many edits, or any edits at all, any cuts. And I hope the fucking camera keeps recording this. I hope it keeps in place, and I hope it doesn't fall, because it is not placed on a tripod. It is not set up perfectly for the perfect background. Like, it's standing on a speaker, JBL speaker, that's like tilted, and the speaker is sitting on my bed frame. A whole DIY structure. That's not the point here. Let's not get carried away. So I wish I would be experiencing a normal teenager life before I had discovered social media and become obsessed and trapped and enslaved by the stats. And as somebody who's so emotional and so deeply feeling and very sensitive, like extremely sensitive to everything around me, I've been totally numbing myself and controlling my need to like controlling, trying to suppress everything in me to fit into social media boxes for like the past 5 years. As somebody who's so adaptable and changeable and just completely like I could like, okay, it's hard for me to speak right now because I'm trying to like structurize the thoughts in my head, but it's kind of difficult. You know, yeah, let's talk about this. I have notifications coming in all the time. Every time I put down my phone, they're coming in, like exactly the moment when I'm like, okay, I'm taking a break. And the notification starts spamming exactly when I put the phone down. And I have absolutely like no doubt that my phone is, like, it knows what I'm talking about. Like, it's like a pet, that's like a creature that constantly seeks attention. So yeah, let's speak about that. So the reason why I'm filming it from this freaking piece of technology is because that's the content I've been enjoying recently. Not this interactive, not this clicky, like very like a glass, like a piece of glass, like not this. I've been enjoying YouTube videos with long form content that are seemingly for today's brains, for today's minds, like boring. They're very slow, and I've been watching this channel Gooby and Dooby. That's just so like you wouldn't believe me when I would say like me watching that channel. Look, I am watching a lot of crazy shit, but so yeah, short form content, too much information, like overload, overstimulation of our senses has completely just like, it's just going into like a singularity, like it's just headed that way, like too much overstimulation of our senses, too much information. We just become numb. And for me, it has been building up for so many years. Can't even tell you, can't even express you properly how hurt I am inside, how deeply, like as an artist, as a musician who wants to put out art and music and whatever, like photos or whatever, that really feel true. Like I cannot express enough how I've been hurting like so much because I put myself in there, and I've been blaming myself all along. But why I'm feeling better and better each day is like currently, is that over the past year or two, like I've been falling off, like totally falling off of whatever everyone's doing, and I have not been posting for a while, like consistently posting. Like I'm feeling better because I stopped blaming myself. I stopped blaming just me and me only, because this is the system that we grew up in. This is the world telling you how to act and what to post, when to post. This is the algorithm, this is the phone, Instagram, whatever, like call it whatever, like lizard people. So I'm not the one to blame, but at the same time, why would I regret anything? The fact that I am here right now, and I am already thinking way differently than I did, let's say 3 years ago, and I'm already like feeling more real and authentic than I did 3 years ago when I was just pleasing the stats. Why would I feel bad right now if I'm already doing something new and something different that I have not done before? Like finally, for the first time in a very long time, I feel like I'm doing something that I'm so uncomfortable in. Like actually sitting down, pressing record on a Fujifilm camera, looking like absolute trash. Like what is this? Like I have not washed my hair for a week. Maybe no, like whatever. That's not the point. But the thing is, I don't even know myself. As an artist, this is a very difficult talk. I don't even know who I am. I don't know what is authentic and what is real anymore, because I don't know myself. I don't know my art. The thing is, in my humble beginnings, when I posted my drawings on Instagram when I was 14, I combined them in a portfolio, like a perfect grid. I kept putting them there just because I felt like I want to have all these sketches that I have laying around that I keep making every single day. I want to have them in a perfect grid, in a perfect, like, one place, one spot, from all the notebooks and papers and little sketchbooks. I want to like combine them, put them digitally in one spot so they don't go anywhere, so I can, like, I don't need to have all these notebooks. I can just throw them away. So that's why I did it. That's why I kept doing it. That's why I kept posting those drawings, and that was the most authentic, pure, non fucked up, like very primal way of posting, like without the intention to please somebody. So those days were fine, but then the photography app switched to Reels, and it switched to a lot of like the possibility and the chance to check how well your posts are doing, and then I just downward spiraled in my addiction to social media, like most of the artists and people have. So the thing that I'm trying to say here, I don't want to make this video for like 2 hours because I don't have the storage space for that. Let me check if I'm still recording, okay? Just real quick. I am still recording. That is nice. And I look weird. But I like it. I like it. So the main message here that I would like to give, don't be afraid to I don't even know. Don't be afraid to experiment and say goodbye to things that I think you cannot live without. That you think you don't have a choice, you have to keep posting, you have to keep being somebody or someone. So you can apply it to not only like even if you're not like a content creator or something. So I know I'm young and I do not realize it, I do not see it at all. I've never felt young, I never felt like I belong anywhere. That's why I've been online for most of my life and have most of my friends and interactions only online from a screen. And I have many beautiful connections with people throughout the globe, and that is beautiful. That is the good side of this. But I've been so addicted to this brick for most of my life. Most of my life, like 5 years. No, it's not most of my life, but it's a very crucial part of a human life, like human development. Like, what the hell? Like, even when I think about it, like from 14 to 15, 16, 17, like, you're a teenager. And I am 20 now. But, like, being 14 and having social media, like, tell you what to do, can you imagine that? Like, if you're way older than me, remember yourself when you were 14, 15. If you had AI and internet and ratings and like analytics tell you what art to make, how to live, what people to please, what content and what boxes to fit in, how would you have been, like, grown up? Like, that is so painful. This is so painful and I cannot express it. I cannot, like, I don't know how to express it, and it hurts me so much. And like, there's so many contradicting feelings in me about this topic, because I've always loved technology. I've always loved new tools to incorporate into my art and how I draw or make music, because I've been learning music production and making music and writing songs for a long time, and I have so many interests. I also, as I said, I did the drawings, I did the sketches first, then I did a lot of self-portrait photography for a long time. My Instagram account reached, at its peak, it reached like more than 17,000 followers, which is a lot for me. And like, let's not compare myself to like very big creators, like, no, like, but the engagement and the views and likes, there were so many, like thousands and thousands and thousands. I think my highest performing reel was like 65,000 views, but okay, again, it's not a lot for the internet nowadays, but for that time, for me, like, of course, it's a lot. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter about the numbers, really, but the whole point here is numbers were all, like, that was all I had got. That was all I had. Numbers and numbers, and I kept making my art because of the numbers. And I am not the only one struggling with this and willing to say this, and I am not the first person to acknowledge this. Like, I am not saying anything new here. I'm just here expressing my pain, frustration, and just sharing my story. That's the point of this video. Like, I hope this helps somebody. I hope this, like, makes somebody feel heard or seen, or like, maybe we can exchange opinions and share ideas how to continue on living, because that's the question here in these very difficult times that I've, like, that's what I've been struggling with that the most, because I truly, like, I don't care about no standards or descriptions of the word artist, like the definition of the word artist. Like, I don't care whatever you have in your mind, what is an artist or a musician, but I do call myself an artist and musician. And as a creative person whose brain does not work well with numbers, with analytics, and like they really get to me, they really get to you, like as a very sensitive person, very, 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 so like deeply feeling person. Bang, Gmail. The dings, they get to you. The bim bam boom bams, like the views and the likes and the notifications, they get to you on like a deeper subconscious level, and they impact you, they hurt you, they slay you, they and I don't even know, there's no place to really hide anymore. Like, the times that we're living in, there's no place to run when this is all you've known. So there needs to be a deeper topic, there needs to be a deeper talk about this, like globally, like but like nobody cares about this, and like nobody talks about it. But at the same time, so many people do, and they get a lot of likes and views and a lot of reshares and a lot of analytic, like their analytics are just beautiful and perfect, and then they share the analytics, and like, look how proud I am, like I got like 2 million people to watch my reel where I talked about how views are not important and art should be authentic, but look, my video gets so many views, that means that this and this and this. Yeah. So this is the point I'm trying to make. I don't even know where to hide anymore, because I don't even know what my art is like. What do I want to say? What is it that I want to say? How am I supposed to know what I want to create if all I'm doing is consuming somebody else's shit? How am I supposed to know what should I create or say, or what would help the world change if I don't even know what I am? Because I am just parts of everything else I'm consuming on my feed. How am I supposed to know what to create out of my life if I am crying every day trying to figure out how to live in this fucking bullshit? Like, you don't know how much this hurts, and I'm not the only one, okay? You could ask any creative, any artist these days who has to make a living out of changing the world and doing the most difficult service to people and society. You could ask any creative. They would say, I am 100% sure they would share the same pains as I am sharing to you right now about social media, about being a content creator, about just needing to fulfill some sort of boxes and expectations and check some sort of whatever, just to make a living, just to keep people interested in you. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And as I said, like, for me, it just feels like it's just picking up the pace so much. And I will forever remember what my literature teacher said in high school. She said that, you know, this fast short form content era, this fast-paced society, okay, not short form, like, she didn't say that, she didn't know what that was, I messed up, but this fast-paced society, fast-paced consumerism, capitalist fast society, and fast fashion and everything, and fast whatever, everything just quickly passing you by, all of this era, I hope, and I know, and I hope, and I definitely think that this era will pass by as quickly as it arrived, shook everything up, and it will fastly and fast-pacedly and just quickly pass by. So I think that is what we're starting to realize right now, that people will not value quick, short, overwhelming, overstimulating short form shit. They will not believe that anymore because their brains will be just fried, like totally fried, and they will all start panicking and crying, and that's what I hope will happen. Okay, we cannot guarantee that, of course, but we'll get so overstimulated to the point where just the people that and the content that will be valued the most is people who make experiences, who create stories, who show their personality in long form content will be popular again. And not like popular, but people will crave that. People will need that to rest, to just take a break from whatever this bullshit is. I hope people start going to theaters more again. I hope people start going to operas and watch a lot of annoying silences and awkward stuff happening on stage, or like public speeches. Hope people will go outside and just meet up with friends and not sit in their phones when they're sitting in a restaurant, but actually share a very painful, deep, meaningful story when they're sitting around a dinner table. And they will have to put up with the long, awkward pauses. They will have to put up with each other's like emotions that are not cut out or hidden away. They will have to put up with each other's like ugly shirt that they don't want to see, but they have to because that's not important. They didn't dress up for the camera. They didn't put on perfect makeup for the perfect little short form video. Which brings me to the point that like I have not washed my hair for a week. But yeah, I don't know how long will this video keep recording, but it will it will definitely take me like 5 working days, 5 business days to upload this video to YouTube because of the slow internet in the place where I live, which has also been super helpful for me in my realizations, you know, I would say, because yeah, slow internet, slow Wi-Fi is actually something I never realized would be good for me, but it's so good for me. It's so good for you to just go and not have a connection, because as we talked before, as I said before, too many connections, too many overstimulating connectivity is really not good for humans. You are not meant to know what the Karen is doing on a casual Tuesday evening. You're not built to know what show she's watching on a Friday night. You're not built to know what Eric is doing in his free time every single fucking day. Like every weekend somebody posts that they're just going out partying. You're not meant to know what they're doing. You're not built like that. Why are you even... And when you know, when you're forced to know what everyone's doing because you're addicted to this, it's going into a singularity, to like, it's just building up to a point where like people will... Yeah, my camera agrees, it just fell. People will be doing this more. People will be switching to dumb phones, to flip phones. People will be switching to this fucking old school camera. Like everyone says the 90s, 2000s were like nice, beautiful eras without phones or stuff. Okay, I will finish this video because my camera just overheated or something, like, but it just shut down again, so you get the point. The outro is just, it's not like start anarchy and like ditch all iPhones, no, but I wish people were more mindful and ate more healthy food, went outside, touched some grass, you know, like but nah, for real, just every time you click on the Instagram button on your phone, just notice how easy it is to click it and stay there for the whole day. Notice that. Count to 3. Take a deep breath. let it out, put the phone down, and when the notification comes for you to pick it up, just throw yourself against the wall and go pick up some coffee or something and make yourself dinner, and then go outside on the terrace to eat it and look at the birds. Okay? Thank you. That's it. Bye.